Hey guys, it's Jang again from ultimaterc.com here with a follow-up to my unboxing video of the HobbyWing EZRun brushless combination system. This I purchased from hobbyparts.com, hobbyparts with a Z at the end, .com, for about 70 bucks plus shipping. It included the motor, the speed control, and a programming card for the speed control. This particular system is a 13-turn, has a 13-turn motor, which gives a 3000 kV output, and it has the 35 amp speed control in it. So it's a very low-end system, very cheap, very inexpensive, very lightweight. And this is the vehicle that I installed it in. It is a loaner. It's a Slash two-wheel drive, pretty much stock, on loan from a friend. And I just plopped it in and took it out to NorCal Hobbies, the race place in Union City, California, to give it a little bit of testing action on a couple of their racetracks out there. So let's have a look and see how it did. With the basically bone stock setup for the suspension, wheels and tires, I pretty much tried to run the truck as hard as I possibly could. The track was freshly groomed to give me the most traction that it could give, and I did my best to run clean lines but push the truck as hard as I could, and also took it out to the 1/8 scale track where I could open it up a little bit more. About halfway through that battery pack, I brought the truck in and had a look at the temperatures. First, I checked the temperature on the motor, and that was pretty much lukewarm. Next, I tried to get a temperature off the speed control, and together these two numbers showed that this system just really wasn't being pushed and just wasn't taxing it at all. So I needed to kick it up a notch and see if I could really put some strain on the motor or the speed control or something. So I changed out the stock wheels and tires that were on there because the stock tires just have so little traction. I really couldn't put any serious traction down to the ground and get some good amp draw out of it. I also increased my pinion to a 21 tooth pinion up from 18, leaving the stock 86 tooth spur on there. And I increased the timing using the programming card. I had originally been running it with the default setting, which was 15 degrees. Turned that up to 22.5. Took it back on the track. Here's how it did. Torque felt about the same, but it felt like I was going a little bit faster on the top end. Again, I ran it as hard as I could until it was time to take the temperature. Survey says, I guess that's a little bit better. Now, given how deep and thick those cooling fins are on the motor, I would say that safely the motor itself was probably running at between 150 and 160 degrees Fahrenheit. So that was pretty much the most that I could get out of the motor safely without overheating it. But that wasn't too bad. I did radar the machine with a fairly fresh battery, and I got a reading of 35 miles per hour, then I got another reading of 38 miles per hour. Seemed a little fishy, and indeed I went back and checked the tape, and I don't think those were valid readings. Did it again on asphalt, got about 29 miles per hour. So that's pretty good. You know, it's just a little bit faster than stock to be running at a safe temperature with hard running. So you know, it is definitely a mild brushless system, but for what you pay for a system that I expected to be mild and slow and really wanted to be at a very controllable speed, it's a good first step into the world of brushless motors. It's probably best used for folks who want to make their first step up from a ready-to-run stock motor and speed control system. 70 bucks, you know, you kind of can't go wrong. I probably wouldn't try running a 3-cell pack on this just because, like I showed you, at a decent speed with 2S, I was already getting right up there on temperatures. 3S, you'd have to gear down quite a bit. And also, I don't like the fact that they ask you to change the wiring to run 3S so that you don't overdo the fan, because of course if you cook the fan, then the speed control is not going to be able to be cooled properly, and who knows, the speed control itself might overheat. If it overheats, then it's going to fail for sure. But for 2S running and just general putting around, I think that this was a good value. In the future, I'll come back and try to probably test out some of their higher end systems, the slightly more expensive but more powerful systems, to see what kind of power I can get out of those, see if I can get a decent upgrade system rather than just a decent stock replacement system. And we'll see how that goes. Until then, please make sure that you're subscribed to my channel at youtube.com/ultimatercnetwork, and I'll talk to you again next time.